All right, I'm gonna try and say this a little bit nicer because I've made a couple videos based on it, and now I'm like, I'm not being very nice. But I don't really have to be that fucking nice to these people, right? All these men coming at me that think I'm fucking stupid. Okay. All right. This guy posted to my video a statement about, by my logic, because he needed to dumb my logic down to his. It's cute. I love when men do that. Please, do it again. That's it's like you're trying to emasculate my masculine side. That's what you're doing. Like, you can't elevate your brain, so you have to try and dumb mine down because I'm a woman. Because there's something in my masculine side that bothers you. So let's cover this, okay? Said by my logic, the cost of doing business has to do with tariffs, something about that, right? So by my logic, then we shouldn't raise wages because that's the cost of doing business. No. See, that's your logic, right? Your logic actually is you would rather take that money that you're paying, so like $1, $2, $3 extra an item, which actually is what's happening. You obviously don't do your own shopping, so, okay? You would rather give that to the corporation, the millionaires, than raise the quality of life by giving it to an individual so that they make more money. See, and now as somebody, now I didn't only work in the auto industry. Again, the auto industry, a very prominent industry within our world where people love to haggle the price of a car, right? Because when the cost goes up, you think we should just not fucking make any money on the thing. It's literally the only place you walk into that you think you shouldn't make any fucking money to keep the doors open, okay? Okay. But the millionaire corporations, right? Billionaire corporations, you're like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know what? That tariff that the United States government has created a war with, we're gonna take that money and you know what? We're not fucking paying it. Guess what, consumer? Price of your products just went up. All right. Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? They broke your brain with COVID. I mean, it probably didn't work that great to begin with, but yeah. Okay. Hi, I'm back, by the way, after they tried breaking my fucking brain. So, not only did I work in the auto industry, I used to stock shelves. Yeah. So that means people who stock shelves making $16 a fucking hour are watching the price of food go up because of fucking tariffs. And you know what they're not watching go up? Their paycheck, assholes! Oh! So then they're like, oh, great. So, wow, so as they're putting things on the shelves and clothing and things like that, they're like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta start budgeting in more. Oh, because, right, that's all the billionaires. Just learn to budget better. See, and you're the kind of asshole, I bet, when you walk in a dealership. All right, and I'm sorry, this isn't for everybody because there are people that just aren't educated. And I used to believe that people just aren't educated, but see, this thing in my hand gives nobody a fucking excuse not to be educated anymore. But you're the kind of person, right? You walk into a dealership and the salesperson's like, hey man, welcome to the dealership, what's going on? Going through the wants and needs, what you really actually want in a car, right? And you're like, what kind of payment, right? What kind of payment do you want? I don't know, $250 sounds cool. Oh. God, you realize that's like, well, now would probably be a $5,000 car, right? Well, I was looking at that $80,000 pickup out there. Oh, yeah, that's probably a $1,000 payment. Is that something you're comfortable with? Well, can't you do any better on the price? I mean, even if I took a couple grand off the truck, you realize that's only gonna drop your payment like $40, right? That can't fucking be. And you leave the dealership, okay? You're also probably that person that when the salesperson's like, all right, well, you know, do you plan on financing it? Are you paying cash, or do you want to lease? And then the person's, you know, you're like, well, I'm going to be paying cash, but you're actually probably bringing a check from your bank where you're getting a loan. Or which actually makes a difference. So, or, you know, I don't know. I could go on and on about this. It's just like when a salesperson tries to talk to you about leasing and you're like, I want to own my car. Okay, well, how are you planning on paying for the vehicle? Well, I was going to take a loan. Okay. And I was really good at leasing, guys, so. Because here's the thing. How often do you trade your car? Well, about every 3 to 4 years. Okay, so then you never actually own your car, right? The bank owns your car? Well, you know, a bank does your leasing too, right? And your payment will actually probably be about $200 less. And you probably get more vehicle. Like, you know, instead of having to go with cloth, because they do these really cool things called leasing incentives, you could actually probably have leather if you wanted. What? Oh. What? Crazy. But again, please, men, keep talking to me like I'm stupid, because obviously we have a humanity issue. Because you're stuck in that, right? Instead of understanding we have like a societal population issue, and you really only care about yourself, you know, and then at the same time, you know, you don't care about women because obviously you're okay with the administration removing actual, you know, the rights of women, and you want to come at me like I'm stupid. So, but you only care, right, if you have daughters. But that doesn't really make a whole lot of fucking sense, because you can't really care about your daughters and not care about other women. Like, it just doesn't fucking work like that. It doesn't work like that. And you can't say you care about children when you only care about your children. It means you only care about what they can do for you, which also means you're probably the kind of person who, like, wants them to be quiet all the time till you need them. I'm gonna call it for what it is. But good job with that statement and proving that you actually don't care about the quality of life of other people. That you literally don't even care about your own quality of life. You don't even care about your own quality of life. You would rather give more money to millionaires to support the idea of tariffs for a man, which means you're really not patriotic. You're indoctrinated into fascism. But what do I know? Again, right? My brain must be broken. Not really. It's really not. It actually works pretty good. But let's keep having these conversations, please.